search at the top.
Right.
Workflow is work order and CCR, so
Okay.
that'll take you right to it. It's also just at the bottom of that page that we were
Okay.
first go to code. And then here you can see your existing codes, and then we can also add more on the right here.
Okay.
So we'll just add one as an example. So this could be then we can have, a detailed description.
Okay.
These are just defaults, basically.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
And then if you're charging any fines in there at any point, you can have these associated with it. I'll just say this.
Now, say we were putting in a fine. I know I don't want to get ahead of ourselves, and maybe I am, but I know we were talking about like with the automation. Would that come into play or no? Is that completely different?
Yeah, you can't really automate any CCR fines.
Okay, all right.
You can only automate like those batch, like applied charges and stuff.
I gotcha. Okay, all right. Yeah, disregard that whole question then.
So then the meat of it is down here at the bottom. We've got your action levels.
Right.
CCR action process.
Okay.
So like here, I'm just making a quick one. Like first notice, the first level is always 0 days from the creation because you're letting them know right away. If there's a fee with that level, and then which letter is being printed for that level.
Okay.
And then click add, and then second notice, maybe 15 days later. That's 15 days from when you process the first one.
Right.
And then if there's going to be a charge, you put it there, and when you process that level, it's going to add that to the owner's account.
Oh, okay. So that automatically gets added.
Right.
Okay. Okay.
So then we just set up a basic table. We put in our basic stuff. Also, just click save.
See, now it's crazy. When I did this, it was asking me to put a description in, and it wouldn't let me move any further. But I was wondering because maybe I didn't have an active QR. Maybe I didn't have an active code or something.
Yeah, I think it might have been.
Because honestly, what you did is honestly exactly what I was doing, but it just
Might have been the action level name.
I don't know. I mean, because I did the first, second, and third, but either way, I mean, I see how you did it, and
It should work for you.
that's what I was. So okay.
So then you would, go create a violation. Maybe you're in the field with your phone or iPad, or maybe you just came back to the office. Then we're adding a new CCR record. This is one way to do it. It's from tickets, but you could be on like an owner's property and go to actions, add CCR.
Okay, so this is hypothetically if we're out. So it'd be this is like if we're out in the field and we're creating a new violation.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So we're gonna go to the add CCR.
Yeah, there's ways to if you need like a write list kind of thing, you can talk about that.
If it need to what?
But like a write list, so you could just walk around looking for violations, and when you find one, you can search their address or name.
Okay.
Pull up and add one.
Can you do you mind just doing that real quick, just so?
Yeah.
And that's what I was gonna, because obviously when we go out.
Ways here. There's we could just search. Like I could come up here and say I want Albert. I want Albert Einstein and just search for him.
Right.
Or I could have searched his address. Either way.
Okay.
And I just click on it.
Alright, so if we search the address, add CCR.
And that'll take you right to creating the CCR here.
Okay.
Now, just another way to do that, what some people do also, is they might prepare a kind of like a ride list, meaning that we're filtering for one street.
Okay.
There you go. There's
Yeah,
your
and
Excel sheet.
this is exactly what I needed to know.
And then filter maybe primary owners only. And then we can choose to see only people with violations or not. So maybe you're just re-inspecting. In that case, you could turn that on. And then only see people with violations. In this case, none. So I'll turn that back off.
Okay.
So here I've put in the street name for the keyword.
Okay.
I selected primary for owner types. I applied. And then I chose the list instead of the grid just because it's kind of easier. For
Yeah, for
inspection
sure.
thing. And then this is especially good on like an iPad. I have an iPad Pro, and those are expensive, but it is a great inspection device. Let me expand this. So on a tablet, it would be something like that.
Okay.
And then, so what you can do, if you just click on one of these, it's going to take you into them.
Okay.
And you could add a violation, and you can see right here if they have an existing one or not.
Right. Okay. So in order to add a violation, I just click on the 0, or you know what I mean?
Right. With one caveat, we're gonna we have plans to overhaul this to improve it. So right now, if you just clicked on one, it's gonna take you right to it and everything, but you're gonna lose this prepared filter you have.
I gotcha.
And we're working on something for that. But in the meantime, what you can do is you would open in a new tab. So on your tablet, you're gonna press and hold, or here I'm just gonna right click.
And open.
And then I could open in a new tab.
I see what you're saying.
I could leave this right here, go over here,
add it.
and then I could do my work, add CCR,
Okay.
do my thing.
So, okay.
Here I'm actually on the owner, so I need to click the property first, and then I can go.
Okay. So add CCR, and then obviously whatever the violation is, we'll put there, right?
Right.
And then obviously there's a way to. I think during the training they said we can add like photos of it too, right? Of the residence or the car or whatever.
Right.
Yep.
Exactly. So you select your code, like I just did the one we chose, the pre-fills info. Maybe you'll add additional info here.
Okay.
Then select files at the bottom. So depending on your device, you'll be able to take a picture. We're on a PC, so it's just wanting me to pick one.
So if I'm doing it from my phone, like when you if you're trying to send a photo, it'll say take picture or use the gallery. Like, will it give me that option or no?
Exactly.
It will. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I like to get examples. So let's just throw this into here. Yeah, so you can have multiple images.
Okay.
And you can remove them if you need to.
Okay.
Now, the most recently added one is going to be the main record image.
Okay.
So then, yeah, we've done everything. We just click save.
Okay. All right.
And then you're going to go back to your
So
other
that's it.
screen.
You would probably just close that tab at this point and continue
Go to your
forward.
next one.
Okay. Now, and then, so now say we go through, we do our inspection, now I've got 50 letters that I've got to send out in violations.
Yes. So then so now maybe back in the office, or you could do it in the field, but probably back in the office, come to CCR tickets.
Okay.
And then all those violations that are open will show here.
Okay.
And thus we have a couple of filters. You can have all open. Now that may include older ones too.
Okay.
Now we also have an action due filter. That's going to show you stuff that's ready to print based on those action tables that we set up when we did the days.
Now would those be just like date separated, I guess?
Yeah, at the top you can sort by a couple things. It sorts by newest levels by default, but you got a lot of options.
Okay.
So you could even do like there's filters. So like if you only wanted to do ones you did today, you could filter for create date.
Okay.
Today.
So that's okay. So we just filter it then. Okay.
Yeah, so you've got options for getting the ones you want, like just today, or
Okay.
if, like by default, Action Due is just going to give you everything that's ready to print based on those tables. So that might be old ones and new ones.
I gotcha. Okay.
So then you would just select them all. Like I can just click the little plus button there.
Right.
There's also like a select all button.
Okay.
And then you would go to Actions, Take Action. It's going to take you to this review page.
Okay. Hold on 1 second. Take action. All right. And then review. You said.
So here, we can see what's going to happen. So it's showing us, here's one violation, and there'd be like multiple listed here if we had multiple. It's saying this one's on the first notice. The next action date is this, which is, today. If there's a fee, and which template's going to print.
Okay.
And if that all looks good, you just click post. And it's going to create the template, which we're about to do it.
Okay.
And if there's a fee, it would basically take that action, that
Okay.
level.
Now
You can also edit. Well, go ahead.
Okay. So now, say we've got a residence where they've got multiple violations. We'll just say they got two. Obviously, they got one vehicle that's been parked on the road, and then they also need to mow their grass. I can create two violations per household, correct?
Oh yeah.
And then that would
Definitely.
still show up, and then so it's
When you go
basically
to
just the
add
same
one
process,
for that
right?
person, it's going to warn you that there's an open violation,
Okay.
just so you don't do duplicate. But you could definitely add as many as you want to an owner, and
Okay.
we could select them all at once here if we want.
Yeah, because I think that's what we have to do. Because I'm sure you probably understand, but we've got one community. Like I said, we've got a template that really we've got 5 different options on there, and basically we print out each one and then kind of check off what their violation is. Obviously, there's no way to customize that with the system, so what we're going to have to do is just have a violation letter for each specific violation, and just if we got to send out 2 or 3 or 4 separate letters per with each violation, then I think that's really the only way we can really keep track of it. And is that right?
It's some work to set it up initially because you have to do those different letters and assign to the codes.
Right.
And once you have it set up, then you're just selecting
The
those
code.
things.
Then it's pretty easy. Yeah, and that's really what we've got to do, which is fine. Like I said, we were just having trouble just setting them up. So I was like, man, I don't know what to do, and couldn't figure it out. So
Yeah, it's tricky. There's a lot of moving parts there.
okay.
So now, just to show you, this is a key thing too. On this review, you can edit. So maybe you want to send a different template for this letter.
Oh, okay.
Well, I should say you could do that.
Okay. No, that works out good. Yeah.
Maybe you need to advance them to the last level. You can do that over here on the left,
Okay.
and it's going to update, the rest of the action.
Now, when you
can
put
even put in a reason for change.
okay, so obviously if you put final and fine, then obviously that fee amount obviously populates, right?
Right.
Because it's already set.
So if I
Because you
select
already
that
did
level,
it, yeah.
Right.
it'll give you the stuff for that level.
Okay. Good.
But if you need to skip something
Okay.
or edit the fee off, or you can edit any of the stuff there if you need to.
Okay.
'Cause that's like if you ever did select letter in the old CCR stuff, this is kind of how you would have to do that. It's going to follow those action levels, and then if you want to do a different, letter for that record, then you'd have to edit when you do the batch, choose it.
Okay.
I'll just hit post now. Let's see.
And then so the post patch means whether if it's 2 letters or 20 letters, it's
Yeah, it's going to post that. The whole batch is going to get generated. It's going to take you here.
okay.
And they're all going to be listed out.
Right.
You can even group them by code and stuff for review.
Okay.
So we only have one, so we're not seeing much, but it can group them differently.
Right.
And then the print at the top is going to print all the documents together.
Okay.
Or you can click on the little individual ones if you just want to get one of them.
I gotcha.
So usually you're doing that hitting print all here.
Okay.
And let's say you mess something up and the letter's wrong or something, you can undo processing, and that'll undo that whole batch.
Okay. And Okay, so now say there's a, I don't know, say I don't know, if there was a mistake made, oh, you know, we sent the car violation to 1234 instead of 456, but we already processed the letter. Is there a way to go back to that person's address and delete that and then reprocess it?
Like,
So the car violation.
The batch. Now, once it's in a batch, though, yeah.
Should be able to just.
So it becomes tricky if you have a large batch and something's included. It's going to restrict edits sometimes. So, like, because this is by itself, it's letting I can just go to it, go to actions, undo.
Okay.
It's going to undo the last action. But if this was a part of a large batch of other letters, it's going to want you to. It's not going to let you do that. In that case, what you could do is like process it and then use that edit to go back to the first level or something.
Okay.
So basically, you're saying like if you're trying to undo just one of those violation actions out of the batch, or
yeah, or just the letter itself. Like, you know, like I said, say, you know, we wanted to send this car violation, but instead of I don't know what address this is, but you know what I mean. Say we were one number off. Like, oh no, this isn't 32 Magnolia, it's 31 Magnolia. You know, but we already processed it.
oh,
That's what I was saying. Is there a way to just delete it and then just recreate
delete
it again?
it.
Okay.
yeah. So you would. So let me back up. If you're on like tickets, where you can see all the open stuff, you would click on the violation,
Okay.
and then you can go to actions, delete.
Okay. All right. Now, can you edit it to a different address? I guess. If you didn't want to delete the whole thing and start all over, could you
edit
just?
all of this stuff except for you can't edit.
All right. All right. Easy enough.
And so like when you're talking about owner access, if you made a comment on the violation, that comment. So like if I'm on a violation, I go to add comment. If you mark it as public, then that shows up in owner access.
Right, and they can see that, right?
Right. And
Okay.
they can make a comment, and that'll show up on your side as a task.
Yeah. So we want to keep that one unchecked.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, generally keep that off unless you know what you're doing.
Okay. So, all right. So I guess we got to get in there just so we can create these templates. So these are for the violations, or those,
Yeah,
or
exactly.
okay.
So if you have something, you just want to get it into one of these Word documents.
Okay. So can I just, am I able to jump on here real quick or no? Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
So let me just to kind of make it simple, and since I got you here. Because this is going to, obviously we got, 40 properties we're going to be turning over. I just want to see if this will work. If I don't know if we can cut and paste, if the merge codes will stay the same, or will that all change?
That's the one thing. You can copy paste into the Word document, and then you have to replace the merge codes.
Yeah, that's the only thing you have
Okay.
to replace.
Come on.
Just go to your Citadel walkthrough violation thing.
Yeah, no, that's not what I want. This is not opening. Come on.
Oh, you're trying to get the merge codes. One.
Alright, let's just see here. Well, you know what? Let me go to.
Demo preserve.
So I just want to see if I take an example. Of course, it's gone slow. What to say? So none of these merge codes will stay the same, right? You said?
Exactly, they need to be replaced.
Okay. Oh, you know what?
So yeah, you can just Control C.
If I can at least get the body of it, so I'll have to take that, put it in a new one, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Save
Oh,
it.
the one thing too, the date, you can't. There's a built-in one for that.
Oh, okay. 1 second. Let's see. It's in my document. I wanted to. TP sample. Okay, let me. Okay, so now obviously I saved that one template. Now I go to I can get out of this, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I just want to make sure I'm doing it right. Oh, maybe not there.
Isn't it?
I gotta go back, don't I? Oh, admin. That's right.
I looked away.
That's okay. So, template library. Okay, that was a question I was going to ask you. Can we put the, obviously I know we have this template library, but can we put the templates in with the actual association?
We have to.
They're global, so they're usable by any community. So
Okay.
if you need one community specific, I would just say like add the ID, the community ID to like the file name. And
Okay.
just-
Yeah, that's what I did. Like if you see like right here it says TP late letter, my new one that I did, I just put TP, I don't know, welcome or whatever it was. So, okay, so now to add that new one that I just created, I can just go add template, right? And I'll just put letter. I think it was a welcome letter, wasn't it?
No.
I don't even know what it was. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. I just wanted, as long as I got it. So
File.
now it says is default template. Now, do I need to set all of them as a default template or no?
For letters and CCR, no.
No. Okay.
Don't worry about that. Just for checks and statements and stuff.
I gotcha. Okay. Wow. No, look at these. These
Desktop.
are all in different. That's weird, isn't it? Because this is. I think I did DP sample. Isn't that weird though? That it says docx. Like it.
Doesn't say
Yeah,
what.
it was looking weird earlier. I saw that too. You might want to restart. Maybe it'll pick it up.
Oh, do the whole start it all over again.
Yeah, it's working. You can select it. It'll be fine. It's just your computer's pretending like it's confused about what to open it with.
Looks like it didn't
Okay,
get through.
so yeah, so you need to open up that Word document, and you've got to replace all the
Merge codes
you know,
before you upload it. Yeah.
So okay.
So go to that. Go to your desktop real quick.
Yeah, that one you have open there.
Okay.
No, delete
So
that
all
one
these
at a
merge codes
time.
you got to delete and put back in. So like community report name, you would delete that, and then use the merge code manager to insert a new one. So I can do it one at a time.
Now how do I get back to the merge code manager?
Go to insert in the top,
Okay.
and then my add-ins.
Okay. That's right here.
Yep, exactly.
Okay. Form letter add. You said I can skip that, right? So community
Exactly.
report name.
And then that first template type, right now you're doing a letter. So click that drop down.
Oh, right. Oh, I got you.
Letter.
Categories.
Owner. Okay, community name.
Do I want all of it or?
I always done
Community
this.
report name?
Oh, if you're
Community
doing like
codes.
community report name, I would hit community codes. They just to help you find what you're looking for.
I got you. Okay.
And then this might be, there's a community display name, and there's a community report name.
I'll do
A lot
that.
of people use display name in top one.
Okay. So that's already been
Yep.
changed then, right?
Yep, see now it's inserted in there. And then you would, just hit return with that.
Today's
And then
date.
today's date is the one unique one. All the other ones you'll find normally, like you just did.
Okay.
Today's date is actually inside Word. Like you just look up in Word, there's a thing that says date and time, like up there in the kind of towards the right.
Oh, right here.
Yep, click that.
Do I need
Yeah, go down.
Okay, try it again. I didn't do anything.
Yeah, I mean.
And then you can pick any of those formats, and it'll update it for you.
Let's do that one. Just set as default. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, just hit OK there. There you go.
And then just
Mhm.
delete.
Delete that other part. So it doesn't look like a merge code, but it actually is. It'll update.
I gotcha. Okay, and then owner name, mailing address.
So you'll just keep doing all
Yeah,
that.
so probably categories you might change to owner.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I gotcha. Owner name, mailing address. So, oh, right there. Oh, shoot.
Did you want anything in your sandwich?
Can I delete that? Oh, yeah. Ah, shit.
Now hit back.
Yeah, let me see. I can get that there. Is it owner name, email address? Okay.
Hold on. Yeah, there you go.
Street property. So I probably gotta. Would that be under community code, maybe?
Yes.
Property street address?
Mm-hmm.
Property is probably if you're owner. It's probably labeled differently. I bet it's owner property street address. Yeah, so go to owner codes
Okay.
and then scroll down for owner property.
Address.
There it is.
Oh, right here.
It's down a little bit.
This one? Owner property.
A little further down, I think. The owner property street address.
Oh, right here.
There
Okay.
you go.
So that's probably going to take all of that, right? Probably don't need this here then.
Well, that's just a street address, and then if you want the
Oh, yeah.
city state, if you want to do that.
Right. Okay.
There's usually combined ones too. It just depends on what you need.
Where's that at? Oh, right here. City and state. So.
Yeah, owner's property, city, state, and then you delete the other. Address, owner's, city, state.
Count. Probably under a different category, maybe.
I see owner property account. I think that's what you want.
No, you're still under
Owner account, this one?
Ooh, that might work too, yeah. Oh, no, that's accounting. Yeah, go back to the owner codes. It was there.
Was it? Oh, okay. I
It's
probably.
owner property account. That's what it says.
Oh, right here.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That'll
Okay.
do. Good.
Oh, wait. I want this one. Okay.
I haven't ordered yet.
Huh?
Terrence,
Oh,
what do you
same.
want on your sandwich real quick?
Just how it is. Fine.
Okay.
Yeah. And then, owner's name.
You're still talking on that.
Okay. Sorry, man. I know this was, you probably thought this was going to be a quick 20-minute call, and I kind of did, but I wasn't sure. Okay, I don't need all this right here. I'm not going to make you sit through all that. I think I have an idea. I just want to save it just to make sure I've got it right. So, okay. So now I just save it up here like normal, I guess?
Yep, just save it. And then you can go upload it to the
Save to the PC.
library.
And then just close it out again, or?
You can minimize it. It's fine.
Okay, and then try to add letter description. Select file. I don't know which one is which. Well, I guess it should be the same one, right?
Yeah, exactly. There we
Okay.
go.
All right. So basically, no matter what, so out of all the letters that we're going to be putting in here, they're all going to show up in this template library, right? There's no way to separate
Exactly.
that? Ugh.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, they're all going to be like that. You can search for them and stuff if you're looking for a certain one, but yeah, they're all going to be there. That's why the idea is that make them as global as possible.
Yeah, no, I get that. Yeah. Like obviously, like when you look at the old system, it's like, you don't have to worry about mixing a community's letter. It's,
Yeah.
so, okay. All right. Well, I think I've got it. Obviously, we got to recreate all these letters, but I guess that's just a given, right?
Yeah, I wish we had a conversion tool. But
Yeah, that would have been nice.
yeah, it's because the merge goes, basically.
Okay. Well, I definitely see that, now that I look at the violation, how we can put the batches there and then, create the violations while we're on property and then come back and print them out. That's pretty good. So I just, and then, so as far as the certified mail options, so I'm seeing the certified mail and mail. Basically, we just leave it as mail as like the default, and then it would still allow us to print it, right? Or no?
Yeah, the email option there. So when you send, whenever you're doing any kind of communication, if this is enabled for email and the owner delivery preference is set to email,
Okay.
then it's going to send email. And so that's for violations. It's like when we went through that process, it would have sent the email if the owner had that set on their account.
Okay.
Certified mail, it doesn't do anything right now. That really only works through our partner. So that you would be working with like South Data, or South Data is probably the most common. I
Right.
know we have plans to expand our stuff with them too.